already, getting the knock, but the other members of MGE slowly comes in, try to get Shin out of the way. Saming will back off, Wasana gets the job done, Shin drops.
Shin dropped indeed. MGE continues the run as the circle now starts to pressure all of them. Boonjame finds one from Team Morph. Grenade just clips them from the back, but not to punish Morph team all that too much. Wasana is finally going to claim that elimination of their opponent. And Team Flash still surviving for their dear lives. FW Esports have maintained this position on the silo for pretty long now, but soon the circle's going to start to move away from them. We see the position of the next one already. FW needs to find a safer spot, but this final circle is going to be deadly with so much of open ground.
And EVO's Phoenix, they just flew in. First team that they will run into is going to be Team Flash. You can see that Jonah has already found Bloody, but it also puts them in the crosshairs of FW, who are now dealing with basically every single team aside for themselves. Alongkorn gets knocked, eliminated by Liam's grenade launcher, but Chaisi does find Darko. No finisher just yet. These are all just knocks from FW, and Boonjame also getting knocked down, so he needs to be helped back up. This is getting a bit too tight for FW.
EVO's Phoenix needs a massive booyah now, and they are in great position to grab exactly that. SBTC needs to be expanded though. They are getting a little too confident, and with all of the loot picked up of the teams that they did manage to annihilate to get to this position, they are ready for a battle. EVO's Phoenix nowhere near them just yet. They're going to circle around, and this might just be the perfect pincer to catch EVO's Phoenix off guard.
EVO's Phoenix even have the circle, right? It moved right behind them. So EVO's Phoenix now have full control of this entire game. Pew landing some shots on the GRC. Again, no knockdowns, and Morph team, the first team to decide to run, but it is a costly one. Having to sacrifice Pew and only having 2 members remain, and they still have to deal with the remnants of GRC. Aphrodite, PE Sports out in 8th. Liam right in the front line, trying to get rid of Morph team. Meanwhile, EVO's Phoenix dealing with MGE on the other hand. Chaisi drops to the blue, Liam getting knocked, FW out in 7th as FR shows up right out the perimeter of Factory.
MGE, the first one inside the final circle. This is just insane what the team has been able to do. EVO's Phoenix lingering outside. They haven't made a move just yet. They hear all of this sound. They want to take advantage. They want to pick up a few elimination points before they even get to the circle. Is this the right decision? SBTC moving on in to meet MGE as well. North finds Susanna. Susanna down and out. They catch up with EVO's Phoenix. They finally circle, and First Raiders Eclipse will be taken on the 2-time world champs head on now.
Yeah, and MGE, they still alive. Now he's top 4. Jonah gets dropped. Get high, needs to get his health back up. Already also low. First Raiders Eclipse goes down. MGE is still alive in top 3. Finally gets taken out. SBTC against EVO's Phoenix. But SBTC, oh, the Roosters, they are about to rise to the very top. EVO's Phoenix, so no chance. And SBTC cashing out on the absurd aggression that they've been showing.
One message to everybody else from SBTC is don't get cocky, pun intended. They want to rise up, they want to overtake EVO's Phoenix, but EVO's Phoenix surely made it difficult for them, keeping up their own performance as well. MGE needed 20 points, they got denied, but they managed to cut down the distance between themselves as well as E-Arena. So this one final match, E-Arena still can keep the title to their side, to their name, if they can survive long enough.
It's time to be a bit worried if you're an E-Arena supporter, because you are watching this live across one weekend. The trophy is slowly slipping away from their grabs, and it comes down to just one game again. It always happens in Free Fire, but I'm not complaining. I love it so much. SBTC with this, just putting this out of nowhere, the aggression. Artemis especially, the goddess of the hunt in Greek mythology. Well, definitely he was on the hunt. He was hunting down every single living being in the lobby, regardless of who they are.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, they were on fire from the very start. They found E-Arena first, the ones that were leading the lobby. They traded out Team Flash, Expand as well. They would continue on towards that circle and find FW and Morph team out in the open, dealt with them, move on into that final circle, shut down MGE. EVO's Phoenix, that just got out of a fight against First Raiders Eclipse, were not ready at all for what SBTC had to offer them.
And this team, when you look at them, formerly HQ Esports, you're like, 12th place in FFWS Bangkok. What is special about them? Well, they've never done this last year.
Yeah.
And this is a new